Good morning, good morning, good morning, my good people. Good morning, good morning. God is, you know, awesome. So, I really don't like to go live a lot, even though I think every day is a good day for motivation. But I just was listening to something that I think is worthy of sharing with the people. And living in St. Petersburg, living in black communities, living in poor communities, and seeing what we've seen over the last few years, it makes you realize, it makes you understand and accept the fact that you're not going to get black people and poor people don't have true leadership to bring us the true information. I think we do, but I don't think a lot of times we're not attached to that source of information. And when we are attached to that source of information, a lot of times we don't want to hear it. And so I just was listening to some cases that the Supreme Court is handling right now. And this is important. This is important if you have children that are still in school. This is important if you have school age children. I'm going to say it again. God is good. Thank you for another day. Thank you for strength. Thank you for purpose. Thank you for, guidance, wisdom, all of that. If you have children that are still dealing with the school system, you need to find out. You need to look. It's simple. Google Mahmoud versus Taylor, and you'll see a case that's being fought in the Supreme Court about religious. This goes down to our spirituality. Religious parents or spiritual parents, Christian parents, Muslim parents, parents that may be Jewish, parents that may be Catholic, parents that may have kids or may believe in the faith. There's so many different faiths. Whatever the faith may be, if you don't want your child learning about story hour with transgenders, uh, transgender curriculums, um, transgender education, whatever it is supposed to be called, the alphabet, when they say LBGTQ, I might have missed one, and then they say plus, that plus, the word plus starts with the P. Um, it's for a reason. It is for a reason. And right now in Supreme Court, they are fighting to, parents are fighting to be able to say, if this is what you're going to teach in the public school system, I, as a parent, should be able to take my child out of this school without being punished for it. Do you know they actually have to fight about this? Like, this is an actual case that the Supreme Court is taking up. This is an actual case that the Supreme Court has to take up. Like, it's not enough power that we have a president. I won't say his name because people just hate to hear this guy's name no matter what he tries to do. So it's not enough power, or it's not good enough that we have a president that says no more of that stuff. No more teaching our kids that BS. No more teaching our mentally and sexually raping our children before they become even of a certain age. No more talking to our children about things that anybody else could get arrested for. No more talking to our children about things that even their parents don't want to talk to them about yet. We're talking about third and fourth graders, by the way. So the Supreme Court, look it up. They're fighting a case right now that says you as a parent do not have the right to look at a school curriculum and say, no, I don't want my child learning that. No, I don't even talk to my daughter about her private parts yet. I let her mother do that. No, I don't even talk to my son about our private parts yet. I'll do it one day. Or when it's like kids learn things by watching. That's when we teach them. Watching, leading by example. So you don't want some stranger that you don't really have a full background on. You don't want some stranger feeling like he or she has the right to talk to your children about that. And you as a parent should have a right to take your child out of that school. You better look and find out what them people are voting on. And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna just be blunt, bold, even though people don't want to hear it. This is coming from the left. This is coming from the Democrats. That's who is doing this. That's who is leading this fight. That's who is making the charge for the Supreme Court um, um, to stand up and block Donald Trump from stopping the madness. These federal judges standing in front of Donald Trump saying, "You can't do this." If we want to talk to those kids about their sexual nature, we should be able to do it. No matter who we are. First of all, think about the teachers that you know. Come on, man. Come on. Keep it real. Keep it G. Keep it 100. I need people, jiggles and sisters from the block to sit down and listen to me and say to themselves, keep it real. How many people we know smoking, hanging out, clubbing at night, and they went up, got their little license to teach, and they could get up, they could go to the club all night, they could do anything. They could hustle all night, hustle in any type of way, and get up on time in the morning just to go and run down to that school. All the while they telling you all the time, girl, they don't pay me nothing. Oh, I hate this. And I'm just saying that to say, almost anybody can teach your kids these days. Almost anybody can teach our kids these days. They're getting kids right out of high school and college after they take a few lessons to be teachers. Don't ask me how I know, but I do. But I do. I know a couple of these fellas that hustle at night and then substitute teacher in the daytime. So all I'm saying is these are the people that have charge over our children for hours out of the daytime. And right now the Supreme Court is fighting a curriculum to say that they should or should not be able to do it. Actually, that's not what the fight is about. The fight is about whether you as a parent can look at this curriculum and say, I want to take my child out if you're going to teach this transgender insanity. If you're going to be talking to my child about not just sex, same type of sex, not just the same type of sexual stuff that you and I probably learned in school. Boy, girl, girls mature and faster than boys. Girls reach maturity faster. Girls might grow their pubic hairs faster. Girls might grow hair under their arms faster. Boys might be a little childish a little bit longer. Yeah, we all learned that. How you make a baby? Take a man, take a woman. Something happens, but we're talking about these people want to talk to your children about something different. And you as a parent, no matter what you teach your child at home, you have to sit down and now say, these people have the right to tell my child something different. These people have the right to tell God he made a mistake because my son said he a girl. That is what you are fighting against. And you better find out what the Supreme Court is arguing right now. If you as a spiritual parent can take your child out of that class and say, I'd rather take my child to a Christian school. The Supreme Court is arguing right now whether you should be able to do that or not. And I think it's insane that they should have that argument. If you are a parent, you should have the right to have control, authority, some type of discretion of what your child is learning, especially if it's concerning their sexual orientation. Period. And that also will fall up under spiritual orientation. Now, let me get to my last point. Also, in the Supreme Court right now, taxpayers, listen to me. Whether you are a man or woman, even if you're a young adult, you're a taxpayer. They are arguing in the Supreme Court right now. Why is everything about gay stuff or trans stuff or seeming to be, that's how powerful the Democratic Party is. Right now, the Democrats are fighting Right now, the Democrats are fighting to make sure you, as a taxpayer, right now, the Democrat Party is fighting to make sure you and me, as a taxpayer, have to continue paying for federal inmates' transgender surgery. Look it up. Donald Trump said no. Donald Trump has taken this stuff out. Both things that I just talked about, Donald Trump said, no, Democrats, sorry, you have to pay for your own perverted dreams, your own perverted mess. Not to mention, if any logical man gets arrested and busted and sentenced to prison for any substantial amount of time, I think he will almost be insane not to say, I think I don't mind being a woman, so he can get sent to that woman's prison, and then lo and behold, he got 2 or 3 babies on the way. That seems to be the pattern if you find out what's going on. Also, not even does he have a couple of babies on the way, but we find out these women who rights women should be also protecting, and men, the women of the prison, once these men are able to go and act like women, the other real women end up becoming victimized. Rapes, not only R-words, not only sexual assaults, but as we said earlier, pregnancies. So, get back to it. Who's paying for this? You are. I am. You are. And you and your mama paying for it, and your dad, and your uncle, and your son, if he's a working child, and your daughter. We paying for this crap if we got jobs. If you paying taxes, you are paying for people to break the law, go to prison and say, I want to change my gender so I can go to a prison where I can be opposite, in the opposite of people of the same sexual orientation. That way I am truly attracted to them. Instead of going to the same prison full of same like people during my time. So we're paying for people to go in and get change from men to women or women to men, but it rarely happens that way. So from men to women to say, I did the crime, but I don't want to do the time. I'd rather say I want to be a woman and make you pay for it. That's what the Supreme Court is fighting right now. My people, pray before you even look up the things. Pray before you even look into something. Pray when you think you need guidance. Pray when you think you need understanding. But pray about it. But don't disregard it. Don't disregard it. Don't depend on those Uncle Tom bootlickers in your community who's into politics and they won't tell you the real. They're going to tell you exactly what they are told to tell you. And that is protect the Democrat Party at all cost. No matter what the Democrats do, you need to protect us. And if you don't, you will not succeed. You will not climb that level that you see other black politicians climbing. You won't be able to do it unless you're willing to sell out your community. That's why they are silent. That is why the churches, the 501c3s of those communities, that's why they silent too. That's why they don't fight and stand up for you. They're not even fighting about what's going on right now, religious liberties. We gotta be aware. God is good at all times. God is powerful. God is grace. God is mercy. God is love. And guess what? You can be the vessel of those things too. Be a vessel today, a vessel of inspiration, of blessing, a vessel of strength, a vessel of love for someone. Sometimes all it takes is a word. Be that word. I'm out of here. God is good, man. Look up those things that I told you. Supreme Court case, um, and also 2 Supreme Court cases. One about taxpayers having to pay for federal inmates' transitions. And the other one is about parents being able to take their children out of these schools that want to teach this transgender insanity curriculums to kids. And ironically, as it stands, we don't have a right to do that. That's what they're telling us. That's what the powers be that are telling us. Donald Trump gave us the right. And he also stopped those surgeries that's going on. But the Democrats say they're going to continue them. So we got to fight. And we need prayer. We need strength. And that means numbers. That means you, and you. God is good. Be blessed.